welcome to my formative presentation for the UE5 project. Overall, I quite enjoy designing different things in it and want you guys to know how I made them. Started with the three moving images at the beginning. They include my 3D animatic planning, 3D animation blocking, and 3D animation outcome. You could easily see the difference between them and the speed how I adjusted. And you can also see how the texture has been applied on top and how I changed the animation of the main character, the robot, which is a tattoo machine. And you can see the effect I've added on top in the end, which is happened in my 3D animation outcome. So moving back to my designed model, this is a model actually finished from a masterclass delivered by DNAG. And so what happened in the masterclass is that they gave us a concept of the robot. They want us to twist the feature of the robot and making it work. So what I decided to do is to turn it into a tattoo robot because I had a bit of experience of learning tattoo. And so combining with the feedback the head of boot gave me, I add different facilities on top of this robot to make it realistic and functional. You can see there's ink tanks around it where the needle can insert and to get those colors. And you can see the robotic legs and also different layers I add on top. This page shows the main reference I used for building up this robot. And this page shows how I tested the edge loops with the smooth mode in Maya. This page shows how I use the UDIM in Maya to work on the UVs of this machine and how I change the size of the UV to make them tidy. This page shows the ID paths I apply on top of the model by using Maya and how I tested out its texture with UDIM. The first attempt I got for this model's texture was to make it similar to those cyberpunk characters or the landscape. And so I tried to make it cool, make it black with some emissive paths to apply it on some specific area. And you can see how it looks like on my screenshot. However, when I started making the set of this project, I started thinking maybe I should make it more interesting, like put those inky colors on top to make the room messy, to make itself messy, and to make it more protruding in my film. And so I changed the color into gold. And so by combining with the color grading, I think it's looking more metallic and reflective, so it's easier for me to sell this piece. When I started building the cyberpunk setting for this film, because I know the interior environment is more important, so I didn't put too much time on developing those geometries. I tried to keep the entire thing as simple as possible, but however, I knew there are some main features of this cyberpunk town. So I tried to add layers of emissive onto specific part by using the UDIM and UVs I made in Substance Painter. And I quite like the result because it's showing the reflective of lighting from outside and also giving enough room for my robot to move around and having the performance inside. Because my story is mainly surround the robot, which is for tattooing and making lots of travels in the end. So for the main props of this film, I decided to become the dummies it can practice on top. And so I found lots of reference from the website and I tried to add some funky and wacky lines built up by this robot in my film, and I also found the effect of blur slope from Substance Painter are quite useful to make those lines shaking automatically. I've been given feedback by Sarah of adding a dream scene and desire at the beginning of the story to connotate what the robot wants for audiences. And in the dream scene, I've used the film Rango as a reference. You can see those models with wrong side on the background. And I've been put lots of time to make the model of the money with this 3D reference. As said, overall, I've roughly talked about those main design elements happening in the story, and I quite enjoy talking about those. I think it's quite innovative because there are very few about tattooing in 3D, and I found it's quite fun of keying those animation of the needle and building up the VFX in the end to cause the fire. And I hope you guys like this project, and if anything you want to know, just let me know.